Hey everyone, Virus here, and I'm holding the amplifier by Atomic Amps and Studio Devil. It's a joint venture for these two companies to create this, and it's just the pinnacle of amp modeling, which I've been using now for the last couple of years on all my gigs. So what that means with this coming out, what that means for me is I finally have a piece of gear that will do what my fractals were doing. When I have like a bigger gig, I'll take like my little 10 space rack, my two fractals in there, and roll in there with some big stupid cabinets and all that kind of stuff for the big rock show. But tomorrow I'm doing a gig in New York City, locally here, and you know, instead of lugging a fractal around, I finally have this, which is amazing. The amps, the cabinets, the microphones, the simulations, everything sounds amazing in this, and now it's in this little tight little pedal. Now you can use it how I use it most of the time, which is I take my CLR Atomic Amp Active Wedge, which I love, and I roll into the gig like that. Or you can just bypass the amp in here. You can bypass the cabinet, put it in front of an amp you're already using, use it as like a little pedal board. You can assign these 3 buttons to any effects that you want. For mine, I just have like a boost for when I do a solo. Add a little gain, add a little EQ, a delay of course, and a chorus to create some ambience and stuff. But so tomorrow I'm gonna roll into this gig in New York, and everybody's gonna have their big, stupid, dumb dinosaur cabinets and big clunky heads, and they're gonna be noisy and they're gonna break. And I'm gonna roll in with my Atomic Amp CLR, my Atomic Amplifier, and I'm probably gonna blow everybody's mind. So let's see what happens.
Alright, this typically goes here.
I'm sorry, bud.
Okay, so...
Can we like move the stand over here?
yeah.
And then I'll be yeah.
I'm shooting video. Perfect. And I'm back. It's the day after the gig, and I'm going to give you a little recap. So I rolled in there, and I put my stuff on front of the stage, and of course everybody, you know, the other band dudes and the sound guy were like, "Hey man, what are you doing with that?" And I'm like, "Well, it goes in front of you," and they're referring to the Atomic CLR, of course. They've never seen one. And I explained what it was, and they're like, "Oh wow, that sounds pretty amazing." And then they're like, you know, kind of thinking to themselves, well, yeah, that's nice having your guitar in front of you, you know, right up in your face during your performance. You can hear everything so perfectly, and you know, you're facing that way, so it's, you know, it's just like having a vocal coming out of your wedge into your face. So first of all, so that was the first thing that they loved, and then after line check, they heard the sound of it, and you know, a lot of the band guys were like, "Wow, that sounds really great." And I showed them a few amps in there as well, the preset amps, and it was like the Mesa Boogies and 5150s and just, you know, plexis, just everything you need for any style rock gig. Basically the gig went great, and then probably most importantly, after the gig, the sound guy was just so complimentary. You know, all he had to do was take his XLR and plug it into the back of the CLR, and it was a nice, clean, even tone, no noise, and that makes his job easier. So basically, that was my gig last night. So Atomic Amplifier, probably the best thing you can use right now, and it's here. And check out the CLR as well by Atomic Amps, and I'll see you on the road somewhere. See you.